This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Basically, I'm giving quick overview, you guys attended. This is the software as service model cloud Workday. Here everything is given by the Workday. Just you need one browser and internet. Okay. The PeopleSoft SAP Lawson, these are all on-premise ERPs. Why these are all called on-premise ERPs? The servers the customer have to maintain if anyone is using. PeopleSoft or SAP, they will install the software. They won't provide the servers and database, these things. So the servers are available at the customer. It's called the on-premise ERP. The Workday is a software as service model cloud. It is providing similar services to PeopleSoft and SAP, but the difference is Workday providing these services on the cloud on demand. It is founded by the David. He is a former CEO of PeopleSoft, and Anil Bushri, PeopleSoft chief strategist. Unfortunately, PeopleSoft was forcefully acquired by the Oracle in the year of 2005. They immediately came out of the company and they started Workday in 2005 itself, and they released their first version in 2006. How it is different? The architecture. As we discussed, the Workday is a software as service model cloud. Here, everything is given by the Workday. So the architecture is completely invisible. Just need, I mean, we have access only to the tenant. This is called the tenant. There is one URL, user ID and password is there. Okay. Definitely, there is an operating system. We cannot see what operating system Workday is using. Definitely, there is a database. We cannot see what database Workday is using. Workday officially not revealed what database they are using. Not only Workday, any software as service model cloud, they will maintain their architecture secret. Success factor, Oracle Fusion, HCM, they won't reveal it. If the architecture is at Workday side only, it's completely invisible to us. We have access only to this one. This is called the tenant, where the end users, the functional consultant, technical consultant, everyone have the same access. End users in employees, managers, these are all the end users, HR administrators. The access is different. Next part is the license. In PeopleSoft or SAP, separate license required for the HCM modules, separate license required for the finance module, separate license required for campus solution, separate license required for NA payroll, separate license required for global payroll. But in Workday, single license is enough for all the modules. For example, your customer is using HCM. After 6 months or 1 year, if your customer would like to use the finance, you no need to pay the customer, no need to pay the extra license. He already have the access. He can just activate and you can use it. Workday is charging based on the number of users. 10,000 employees, one rate. 10,000 to 20,000, one rate, like that. You can use HCM, finance, student solutions, analytics, all the modules. If you're using or not using, or you are using only HCM also, you have to pay same license. The next one is the implementation and deployment. In PeopleSoft or SAP, smaller and medium level customers, it will take 12 months time. Larger customers, it may take 18 to 24 months time. But in Workday, smaller and medium level customers, you can implement in 6 months to 9 months. The larger customer, you can implement in 12 months. You can ask why implementation and deployment is 50% faster than the on-premise ERPs. In PeopleSoft or SAP, everything is customized. Let us assume that this is a PeopleSoft screen. We are viewing the PeopleSoft in employee profile here. Here you can see that. If it is a PeopleSoft profile, in employee profile, you can create anything. You can create, order is different, the name is different. If you click something, another page will open hyperlink. You can create as you like. But in Workday, you cannot create it like whatever Workday has given this order, you have to follow. I want to insert one field in between these two, it's not possible. I want to remove one of the field, mandatory field or optional field, it's not possible. Whatever Workday has given, we have to use it. The 95% customizations are not allowed in Workday. We have to use the delivered features. We have to use the delivered features 95%. 5% only customizations are available. But in PeopleSoft or SAP, that is reverse. The 95% we have to use the custom features, and delivered only we can use 5%. You can do any customizations, PeopleSoft SAP as you like. Each country different customizations, each country different profile you can create. But in Workday, it's not possible. You have to use all the delivered features. Since we are using all the delivered features, the implementation and deployment time is 50% faster than the on-premise ERP. The next one is upgradation. In PeopleSoft SAP, in PeopleSoft 9.1 to 9.2, or any SAP new version, the customer have to pay extra license. Okay, it's obviously the customer have to invest a lot of time and money. It's separate project to move all the new features and do the retrofitting. But in Workday, you have to use all the delivered features. I mean, upgradation also, you no need to pay extra license. It's a part of license. All the customers will get the latest version on same day itself until and unless they have not opted, they don't want. All the customers will get the latest version on the same day itself, and it's a part of license, no need to pay extra money. And it's Workday's responsibility to provide the new features. Okay. The next one is security. Security in the sense protecting the customer data in cloud. Since this is software as service model cloud, the data is available in cloud. It's Workday's responsibility to protect the customer data. The customer no need to bother about any, I mean, data protection. The customer no need to bother. It's Workday's responsibility to protect the customer data from data breaching and hacking. They're very strong in security side. They have ISO 27001, 27018 certification. The last one, you can access Workday from any device. You can access from PC, you can access from tablet, you can access from mobile. Using your mobile itself, you can submit your leave request. Using your mobile itself, you can change your personal information. You can submit your timesheet. You can check your payslip. You can raise the leave request using your mobile itself. Even the approvers, the managers or HR, whoever may be approvers, they can approve the transactions using their mobiles itself. Okay, these are all the features different with PeopleSoft and SAP. Any questions, please?
Sir, I do have.
Hmm? You
Yeah.
can stop me if you have any questions. Yes, please, go ahead.
Thank you. So when we say, upgradation do not require any extra charges. So are we paying once in a year for the licensing part, or just once in a lifetime?
No, it's not lifetime. They charge based on months or every month. These many features you have to pay. Based on the usage, you have to pay. If the users are
Okay,
more, this month you have 10,000, and next month, for example, you hired some extra 11,000 employees, sir, you have to pay for extra money.
okay. So if I get
Every
you
month, the
right,
customer will get the. Yes, yes, please
uh
go ahead.
no, no, if I understand you, you mean like, let's say my organization having 10 employees this month working
Hmm.
on a workday, so they
Hmm.
have a different pay structure. All right.
Hmm.
And the next month, upcoming month, in the March, February, my employment got hired with like 100 or 200 people. So they're
Hmm.
gonna bill me on the particular day with a particular strand of people that are working on it.
Yes, yes. How many number of sessions also they will give the report. For
Okay.
example,
So,
the
okay.
10,000 employees, okay, some license is there. Till 10,000, this is the same license. After 6 months or 1 year, let us assume that the 10,000 is increased to some 12,000 employees. Okay, next month, let us assume. Extra 2,000, 10,000 plus extra 2,000, you have to pay the extra charge. The number of users, the number of sessions, how many hours, everything will come as a report.
Okay. So, the pay, like, the billing rate, will it be different, or, what kind of billing rate it would be? Is it matter to us, or it's just for our knowledge?
So we don't know that even on the higher officials, those who have one or two contacts with Workday, they know the rate, how much they're charging. As a
Okay.
functional consultant or integration consultant, even the manager or senior manager also don't know how much Workday is charging.
Okay. Okay.
Why Workday? We already discussed build for the cloud, software and service model cloud. Unified finance and HR applications, single license for both finance and HR modules. Leadership with proven track record, they maintain the people's of product very well. Highest customer satisfaction rate, the clients are providing very positive feedback compared to the competitors. Okay. Success factor and Oracle Fusion is the competitors, but Workday is getting more customer satisfaction rate compared to them. Gartner,
Sorry, you said which organization again? Success Factor and
Oracle Fusion HCM.
Oracle. Okay. Sorry, I'm making a note due to which I'm asking you.
Fine. Oracle Fusion and Success Factor, these two are the main competitors. Gartner, hope you're aware about the Gartner. It nominated Workday as a leader in consecutively 4 years. This is the fourth year. This is the fifth year actually. Last fifth year, till now they have not announced. Last 4 years, Workday is a number one HCM. Yeah. There are 11 key competitors compared to the, software service side, ERP side. Workday is the number one. Just to build for the enterprises delivered in the cloud. This is a beautiful slogan given by the Workday. Here you can see all the modules: human resource, talent, recruiting, payroll, financials, revenue, procurement, expenses, data analytics, student solutions. For all these modules, single license is enough. No need to purchase different licenses. Okay. These are all the modules available in HCM, human capital management, core HCM. From core HCM, the employee data will flow to all other modules. Recruiting is for recruiting purpose, recruiting the employees. Okay. From recruiting, the candidate information will come to core HCM. This is the core HCM. Here, employee is hired to retire, hired to termination. Employee data is available in core HCM. From core HCM, it will go to all other modules. Talent and management is for performance. Learning is for training. Compensation is to create the employee's compensation structure. Benefits is to configure the benefits. Different types of benefits. Payroll is to run the payroll. As of now, Workday is supporting payroll only for 4 countries: US, UK, Canada, and France. In future, Workday may release global payroll. Once global payroll is launched, any country customer can use it. Next, time and absence is for time tracking and leave management. Workforce planning is workforce administration, employee self-service, and manager self-service. These are all the modules available in HCM. In finance, there are different modules. Okay. From core HCM, the employee data will flow to all other modules except recruiting. This is for the talent acquisition management. Okay, where you are creating the job requisition, interview process, everything will happen in the recruiting. Talent and management is for the performance. Okay. Learning is for training. Benefits compensation to create the employee compensation structure. Okay. As of now, payroll is supporting only for 4 countries: US, UK, Canada, and France. In future, Workday may release global payroll. Once global payroll is launched, any country customer can use it. As of now, it's restricted to only 4 countries. Next, coming to the customers, it's the 5,000 plus customers. Last year, they have 2,500, 100% growth. Here you can see that all the customers are available.
Any organization from India, sir?
As of now, Workday is not only Maruti Suzuki is there. Maruti Suzuki Hindustan Lever.
Okay, Unison, Lever, and Marcus. Okay, only 2 organizations, and most of them are from the other part of the country, other part of the
Yes,
world.
yes. These are
And
all
which?
Fortune 500,000
Okay,
companies.
okay,
You can
okay.
see
So
that
most of the Fortune
accidents.
500 companies got listed in the Workday.
Yes, yes. Fortune 500, I think 280 companies already implemented Workday.
Okay, so are they customers or are they partners?
These are customers only. How partners 5,000? We'll go to the partners. I will show you. Textronics is the first customer. You can see that H&R Black earlier it's PeopleSoft. Now they moved to Workday. AstraZeneca is also earlier it's PeopleSoft. The most of them are 99% are PeopleSoft and SAP. Okay. See what this customer is saying. This customer have 50,000 employees. Went live in just 9 months. Out of 50,000, 20,000 employees are using Workday from their mobile phones itself. Okay. These are very, very big companies, billion-dollar companies. So PeopleSoft has 45,000 plus customers. SAP has close to 60,000 customers. Okay. Now only 5,000 are moved. Most of them are moving to cloud. Now it's not only Workday, but it's SuccessFactors, Oracle, HCM, some many other cloud ERPs. But Workday is capturing close to 70% market in HCM side. So in future also you can expect more projects in Workday, at least for next 5 years. Next, coming to you asked about the partners, right?
No, I wanted to understand what is the difference between partner and a customer. How is it
Yes,
different?
customer means those who are implemented Workday, they are using the Workday. Partners means, for example, your company, Maruti Suzuki would like to implement Workday. Workday suggests go with any of the partner company. Okay,
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
let me repeat it. Let me load this.
This
Maruti
is my
Suzuki,
first technical class or a first online class I've been attending after my studies, and it's been quite a long time I didn't do something study. So please spare me, and
fine, no
I'm
issues.
totally a newborn child for this.
No issues. I can, if you're not understanding, let me know. I can repeat. No issues. For example, Maruti Suzuki would like to implement Workday.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Workday suggests go with any of these partner company, Accenture, Deloitte, IBM. They will implement it. For example, Maruti Suzuki selected Accenture as the partner. Accenture will implement it. Maruti Suzuki is using SAP now. Now Accenture will implement Workday. Okay.
So basically, Accenture is going to help Maruti Suzuki to get implemented, start their working on the Workday.
Yes, yes. From tenant setup to everything, they will do implementation. And backend Workday will review it each phase. There are 5 or 6 implementation phases. Workday will review at each implementation phase, and Workday will give feedback whether Accenture is doing correct or not. That is part of agreement. Or directly Workday also can implement it, but they will charge more. US Federal Bank, okay, very sensitive customers they used to do it. Very few customers Workday will implement directly. Most of the 99% customers they will go with any of these partner companies. There are 30 partner companies out there. If you would like to become certified consultant, you have to work with these partner companies. Then only you can get certified. Otherwise, you cannot get certification outside in work. Once these companies implemented, for example, Accenture is implemented, Maruti Suzuki can give support to any companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, or any companies like Emphasis, Intel, HCL also have practice. Cognizant is become partner. They acquired one company. Okay.
So if I
Last
get
year.
you right, you mean to say, when let's say I'm a Maruti Suzuki HR head, okay? So I go back to Accenture stating that, would you please help me to get this Workday working with us? And once I get the implementation and all this stuff is done, I can hand over to the other team or another firm who can
Hmm.
take care of my Workday process. This
Yes.
is what you mean to say?
Yes, yes.
And
Otherwise, they
I
can
can,
continue it. They can 1 minute if they can continue it. They are charging more for even support also.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. Or else I can directly connect with the Workday. The Workday would go get me charged a bit higher than if I go directly to them. If
No, no,
I
only
go
for
with,
implementation. I'm saying there are two
sorry?
phases. No, no, there are two phases in the project. First is implementation. Your customer is using SAP, for example. One
Okay,
is implementation, one is support.
okay,
Implementation can be done by any of the partner company.
okay,
Let us assume that implementation is completed in 12 months. It's done by the action. Next phase is support. If Maruti Suzuki would like to continue with the partner company, Accenture will do it, or otherwise they can give to any other companies. Okay, for doing support, no need any partnership, and employee certification is also not required. For implementation, the company should be the partner and employee should be certified. Then only you can get the credentials. Once the complete the implementation in support, Maruti Suzuki can give to any companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, or any other companies, or otherwise Maruti Suzuki can have their own Workday team.
Okay.
They can do it. For
Or else they
implementation,
can
only
even
go with
go
the
back to.
partner. Yes.
Okay, okay. Please continue. Please continue.
For implementation, they can go with partner or Workday also will do it, but Workday charge is very high. Okay, only very sensitive companies like as I told you, US Federal Bank. These companies as Workday only implement it directly.
Okay.
Okay. In support, you can go continue with the partner or any company you can go to support. Support partnership is not required. Or otherwise, they can go with the own in-house team. They can make the own in-house team and they can do it. Many companies, the customers have own in-house team. Electronics, AstraZeneca, Renault, and Nissan. Okay. Many companies in Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Amazon, Salesforce, VMware, Sony, Gap Technologies, JLR, GSK Pharma. Most of the companies they have own in-house team. Without certification, you can work with partner or any support companies. Who do the support. Uh, as I told you, TCS, Wipro, these companies you can.
This comes to me a next question, sir.
Tell
When we for support, we are choosing an organization or an in-house. Can't we directly ask Workday to hand over or take care of our support? Is it possible?
No, they won't do support.
Okay, they just provide the services and that's it.
Yes, they'll give the software. If they want, they can implement it. They will charge very high. Most of the customers will go for partner. A support Workday won't do it. If you are getting any issue, you can raise the ticket. For example, if it is not the customized issue, any delivered issue, then you raise the ticket to Workday, then they can take it.
So the turnaround time would be somewhere around in 24 hours or
Different things are there based on P1, P2, P3, critical issues,
oh,
non-critical issues, depends on.
one more question. So are we directly mailing to Workday or when we are raising a tickets, are we directly raising to Workday or we're going through a partner?
No. It's no need partner again. You can directly raise to Workday. You need the credentials. If you have the
Okay.
credentials, so you can log in and you can raise it.
Okay, from the tentative what is it
Yes,
tenant access we can just directly.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Even
Thank you.
partner also, if there is delivered issue, they will raise it. There is the issue. You have the separate CSOD access. Once you have the access, you can raise it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Next tenant. These are all the tenants available. This is the tenant. Okay. Each customer have the different URL. Workday will configure the different URL for each customer. Okay. 1 minute. Each customer Workday will configure the different URLs. If you're staying in someone's house, you're paying rent, you're called the tenant. Similarly, Workday is giving some space and charging. Workday called the customers as the tenants. They are giving this space. Each customer has different URL as we discussed, and also each tenant has different URL. The production has different URL. If it is a let's take Maruti Suzuki, Workday dot Maruti Suzuki dot some production dot some URL is there. Sandbox, Workday dot Maruti Suzuki dot some sandbox, some different URL. Workday will configure it. They won't mention this name. Just I'm throwing simple example. Each tenant has a different URL. Production means the customer have to take license for production. Then sandbox preview is free. Production means go live data, okay, where the existing, the end users are using, where the employees are hired, terminated, end users are applying leave. That go live data is called production tenant. Okay, if the customer has access to production, sandbox preview are free. The sandbox tenant, every week it will get refreshed. every week, Monday to Friday. If you, for example, Saturday it will get refreshed, Friday night in US time. For example, if you hired some 10 employees in Monday to Friday, Friday night in US time and Indian time, Saturday morning 6:30 to evening 6:30 it will get refreshed. If you log in into the sandbox tenant after Saturday evening 6:30, you can see those 10 employees data in sandbox. The sandbox has the latest production copy. Okay. The next one is the sandbox preview. If the customer has license to the production, sandbox preview are free. As we discussed, every 6 months, Workday is releasing the new version. Okay, every March and September, March second week and September second week. This March 13th, Workday is releasing R1 2021. Two releases, R1 and R2. R1 means release 1, R2 means release 2. Before the 5 weeks, February 1st week, already Workday uploaded all the new features. For example, next version is R2 2021 in the September second week. September 11th. Before the 5 weeks, August first week, Workday will upload all the new features in sandbox preview. For example, core HCM, there are 10 new features, recruiting some 5 new features, talent some 6 new features, payroll some 15 new features. I'm throwing simple examples. All the new features you can see in the sandbox preview tenant. Okay. In sandbox preview tenant, you can see all the new features. Workday will upload it, you can test it, how they are working. For testing the new features, you are using the sandbox preview tenant. The next one is the implementation tenant. If the customer has license to production, sandbox preview free. Implementation is the development tenant. If your customer is using PeopleSoft or SAP, first time Workday have to be configured in the implementation tenant. Okay. Post implementation after 1 year, if any new features, any reports or any migration, okay, or if you are creating any benefits plan, any new time off plan, any compensation, you have to use the implementation tenant. Okay, implementation is the development tenant. Once you completed an implementation, then you can move to the sandbox. Sandbox is for the UAT, testing, user accepting testing. Once you complete an UAT also, you can move to the production. Okay. Implementation is the development tenant, sandbox is for UAT, production is the final go live tenant. If the customer has a license to the implementation preview is available. Implementation preview is also testing the new features. Workday will upload all the new features into sandbox preview tenant. So both the preview tenant are used to test the new features. Implementation is the development tenant, sandbox is for UAT, production is the final tenant. Any questions, please?
So, when we say about implementation preview, so this is done by the partners team that's going to be implemented or implementing in the new organization. Am I right, sir?
No, everyone have a access. It's not a partner team. Everyone in a sense, the Workday team. If, for example, as we discussed, the Morris Suzuki is done by the Accenture partner company.
Okay.
Once Accenture completed in 12 months, if they are supporting, they will continue it. Or otherwise, let's assume that they have given the uh, support to they've given to the TCS. Then TCS people have all these access. Okay. Then
Okay.
access for the Accenture will be removed.
Okay. 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 So, the Maruti Suzuki would directly be in contact to the Workday, and they going to do that in that way, है ना?
Yes, yes. Once implementation is completed, they will remove all the access. If they, as per agreement with TCS, they will give who are working in TCS employees, they will give it. Maruti Suzuki has separate security team. They will create and they will give it.
Okay. Okay. But it's gonna be customer for a lifelong. It's not gonna be a partner, है ना?
Yes, yes. Customers is end users, right? They have, for example, Maruti Suzuki has their own Workday team. Okay. They will remove Accenture and the own Workday team have the access. Then they will take care of it. Once after implementation, the support can be taken care by the own Maruti Suzuki in-house team.
Okay.
They have the
Okay.
access. Whoever is supporting, they have the access.
Copy that. Thank you.
Okay. The customer have access to production, sandbox preview free, implementation preview is free. Implementation is the development, sandbox for UAT, production is final tenant. Any questions, please? Here.
Not at this point. Thank you.
Yes, you're clear. This is only important slide in the PPT. Sarika, Dinesh, do you have any questions?
Not as of now, but if I have something, I'm definitely
Amar,
not.
sorry. Dinesh, you were asking, right? Amar, do you have any questions?
No. Thank you.
The customer can have only one production, so one sandbox preview is available. The customer may have multiple implementation tenants. Workday will charge a nominal price, but they have to pay separate implementation license. For example, let's take example like Amazon. They have more data. They can implement HCM on one tenant. They can implement compensation is one tenant. They can implement recruiting in another tenant. They can take multiple implementation access, so multiple implementation preview is available. Post implementation, after 12 months, most of the customers will remove or extra implementation licenses. They will keep one implementation tenant. So one implementation preview is available. There may be a, I mean, based on customer requirement, they can take multiple implementation tenant licenses. Okay, any questions, please, on tenants we already discussed. Now let's discuss about the navigations. As we discussed, this is the Workday home screen. Okay. These are all some dashboards someone has changed. Based on the access, the dashboards will be available. These things also, the dashboard based on the access, it's available. Next, here coming to here, this is the announcement we can configure. This is a search bar. For example, if you want to create a company, just type create company. Based on the access. Someone has not. You can see that. Like Google, it will give all the results. If you would like to create cost center, you need the access. You need, if you're the functional consultant only, you will get the access. If you don't have access, it won't give any results, zero results. If you want to create cost center, just type create cost center. If you would like to create the location, just type create location. If you would like to create the report, just type create report. Many reports are there. You would like to create the custom report, just type create custom report. These many types of reports are available. You would like to create the integration, you can create EAP. You would like to create the anything, you just type create. If you have access, you can do it. I mean, for example, create salary plan. It will give the list. You need the access. If you give some first three letters will be match. It should be match. If it is not matching, it will give zero results. If you don't have access, also same message will come. If you would like to find the existing object, if you want to create the existing objects test, you can create the test. Since this is test environment, I'm saying test. I forgot to tell one more tenant. These are all the 5 tenants we are using in projects. As part of our training, you will get access to the which tenant.
I guess production, sir. Am I right?
Production real data is there, right? For training, how they will give. Even you
Okay.
cannot open production tenant outside.
Because I thought you said like okay.
You won't get any of this access to this tenant. These are all single sign-on is enabled. You can open in your customer uh, network, or if you have to connect to the VPN, then only you can open. We have one more tenant called the GMS Global Motor Services. This is only for the learning purpose. Why it is called GMS? Workday has around 30 partners. They have access to this GMS tenant. Workday implemented all the HCM and finance modules to the company name called Global Modern Services. They need one fictitious company name. They have selected Global Modern Services. So the tenant name is also called the GMS. They will train their employees in this tenant. As part of our training, you will get access to the GMS tenant. This is similar to the production features, but the data is different. The data is not the real data. The employees are not the real employees. Okay. No, I supposed to tell after this training. I mean, sorry, after this tenants slide, but I forgot it. Sorry for that. Now, if you would like to find the organizations with the name of test, then this is test environment. Lot of objects are there with name test. Click on the category organization. You would like to see the reports with the name of test. Click on reporting. You would like to see the, for example, integrations with the name of test. Click on integrations. For these also you need access. You would like to see the, for security groups, if you're a security consultant, then only you can see the security. Click on security.
Okay, if I get you right, you mean only when it's access to me, I can see that categories. If not, I'm not
Yes,
gonna see it.
yes, absolutely right.
Okay, let's say I'm working on a HCM, so I would see the compensation one, the payroll, and all this listed in the compensation. Sorry, HCM categories.
Yes, yeah.
And I can access all the things. I can edit them. When I say edit, I mean like I can make some changes in it.
If security we'll discuss two kind of access only for view we can give, edit also you can give.
Okay.
Okay. If you're not, this is only for finding. If you're not sure about the category, click on all of Workday. It will give all the objects whatever you have access. Since this is GMS, you can see all the categories, but in real time you cannot see all the categories based on the access. That's what I'm saying. If you're integration administrator only, you can see this one. If you're the report administrator only, you can see the reports. If you're HR access, then you can see the people. You can see all of them. For example, this is one way. Another way you can find it organizations, org:/test. You can see all the organizations. If you want to see the reports, earlier we have selected test and we selected the organizations. Now we given org:/test. If you want to see the report, rd:/test. You can type test and you can select the report category, or this is another way to find with the prefixes, shortcuts. You can see all the reports. Okay. You want to see the, for example, some of the workflows given the BP workflow. I business process is nothing but workflow. Okay, these are all the prefixes. If you're new to Workday, you don't know all these prefixes, give question mark and enter. You can see all the prefixes. If you want to find the, for example, custom report, you can find RT. If you would like to find the business process, if you don't know this, we have given the org. Let's see what is meant by org. We can filter here also. Okay, to find the organization's org is the prefix. By practice, maximum you use 15 prefixes. By practice, you can get it. No need to come here and search. If you want to find the employees, just type the employee name or employee ID. You can search it. You need employees, click on people. Or otherwise, worker is the prefix to find the employees. Employees are called workers. You can see the compensation. You need the access, everything you need the access. As an employee, you can see employee ID or email ID, who is the manager, which department he is working. These basic details you can see. If you are the HR, you can view the job information. Or manager, you can view the job information. You can view the contact information. You can view the personal information. The performance information. Your personal information only if you employee can view it or HR can view it. Even for managers, you can hide. The performance information, managers can change it, HR can view it. As an employee, you can view your performance feedback. Everything you need the access. Compensation, the HR can view it. The compensation administrator, HR administrator can change it. Manager also can view it. Okay. This is everything. If you have the access, you can see. Similarly, anything if you would like to change for single employee data, you can go to related actions and here you can change. This is also if your benefits administrator access only, then you can see. Otherwise, this benefits folder you cannot see. You can change employee benefits. You would like to change the compensation, then the compensation administrator access is required. Then only you can do this. You can change the employees, give the one-time payment like joining bonus, referral bonus. If you have the HR access, you can do job change. You can transfer or promote the employee. Since this is GMS, we can see everything. But in real time, based on the access, if you're HR only, you can see this one job change in production. You can promote the employee, change the employee, transfer the employee. You can terminate the employee. You can change the employee's location. The personal information only HR have the access, or an employee can edit it. You can change a home contact information, work contact information. The personal data can be edited. Everything you need the access. That's what I'm saying. Then only you can do this one. Okay. If you click OK, then it will come to the home screen. Any questions, please? Hello.
No, sir.
Good. Next, we'll see how the data will store in Workday. For example, if you go to any employee profile here, here you can view it. Did you observe difference between this one and this one? Business title and job profile. Hmm? The business title and job profile, did you observe the difference? Any basic difference you were able to understand? This is the black color. Here there is no URL, nothing you cannot do. But here some URL, three dots are called. This is called related actions in Workday. Here you can perform some actions. You can enter some data. You can edit some data. Okay, you can do some data change. You can edit it. Okay, this is called the business object in Workday. In Workday, we don't have access to the database, but the data is storing in the form of business object. This is business object. This is business object. The blue color ones. This is worker information. It's linked with this position data. This is position data, business object. The position information, it's again linked with job profile. See, the position like table, all the position information is open. Again, it linked with job profile. If you click on job profile, the job profile information will get open. All the business objects are interlinked by Workday. You no need to do anything. We don't have access to the database. We have access to only the business object, but Workday will link it. This is the primary business object worker. It linked with all related business objects. The position info worker information is linked with all the information dependent language. These are the related information. This is the primary key. Remaining are all the related business objects. Here the business object, as we discussed, how the data stores like in Excel sheet, rows and columns in tables, but we don't have access to the other ERPs, how it will store in database. Here also it will store, but we don't have access to the database. Workday, even they have not revealed what database they are accessing. We have access only to the business object. For example, this is a front end here. You're creating some web services. I mean, you're entering something. You've created some employees or you change something. It will transform into web services in the form of XML language. It will store in Workday object management server in the form of business object. Business object means like this. Okay, all the custom reports stored in that business object. Field storing is different business object. If you want to create some custom report, if you want to call some business object, again from here you have to call it. Okay, the data is stored in the form of business object. Each business object is interlinked to other business objects. This is strong object-oriented ERP. This is the primary business object. These are all the related ones. Same here. This is the primary one. These are all the related one. Worker dependency. I mean, worker is primary one. Position, manager, dependence details. These are all related business objects. The data stored in the form of business object. Each business object is interlinked to all other business objects. Any questions, please?
No, sir.
Fine. This is about the basic tenants additional navigations. Inbox means I already told. If you are a manager, if anyone applied leave, your report, it will come to your inbox. If you approve the leave or reject the leave, again it will go notification, will go to the report. If you're the benefits administrator, benefit related transactions are there. If you're compensation administrator, compensation related tasks will come to your inbox based on the role. Notification means, for example, if you are the report administrator or integration administrator, if you're some report, if you success or integration is success, you will get notification. A report is failed or integration is failed, you will get notification. The birthday notification, anniversary notification, the personal notification, you can send it. Okay. Any questions, please? These are all the my reports means if you have reports administrative access here, you can download it. Remaining are not a problem.
I have a question, sir. When we get a
Yes.
notification, do we have an email towards our
Sorry?
Outlook? When let's say I have a notification pop-up, okay?
Yes.
I'm a benefit kind of person, and I got a notification. So do I get intimated by my email as well, or just popping up in the Workday?
True, we can do it. Very good question. You can configure your Outlook. Same notification, it will come to your Outlook also. Okay. How to do that, we'll discuss in training. In edit tenant setup, you have to do it. Okay. Here, my reports. If you're report administrator, you have the access. Here, you can download the output of your report. Otherwise, different way. If you want to see you're running some report or integration, okay. Here, you can go and see process monitor. Okay, whether it's a report or integration, you can select how long it is running, whether it's success or failed. Here you can see. Okay, you can give some particular time frame also. Last 1 month, anything you can give time frame and you can see it last 1 week. The maximum 100 rows you can see. So you can adjust the date based on the rows. Here you can see that it is failed, success, who submitted. If it is failed, why it is failed, you can see the error message. But these also you need the access. As the end user, you cannot see reports or integrations anyone is running. If you have the access only, you can see the process mark. Okay. These are all the basic navigations. Tomorrow we'll start the first class. If you would like to implement Workday for any customer, what information is required first as a Workday consultant? What information is required? For example, Maruti Suzuki is using SAP now. You are the implementation consultant. You have to ask your business what information is required. Any basic information. You need some.
I'm sorry, sir, you're breaking.
No, I'm saying Maruti Suzuki is using SAP. You are implementing Workday. The first module HCM you have to implement it. Obviously, what information you require? The first phase. You have to ask your business some information. What information is required?
Basic details such as how many employees, where that
No,
company is registered, something like that.
how many employees is that's different story. Next you can hire it. And not for the employee information first. You have to know about the organization information first. How many companies has Maruti Suzuki? How many locations it exists? How many department has Maruti Suzuki? Which department is reporting to which one? How many cost centers has Maruti Suzuki? How many pay groups? How they are paying monthly, semi-monthly, or bi-weekly, or hourly employees are there? You have to know this organization specific information first. How many companies? How many subsidiaries? You have to set up organization structure. Then you can hire the employees. Regarding employee data, you can ask it. If you want to hire means where you will hire? You will hire in particular department, right? That information is required. You have to set up the organization information. So tomorrow we'll start about the organization info, how to set up the organization. The first class. Okay.
Okay.
That's it for today. Thanks for joining. Good day. Bye bye.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Sorry.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes, please.
So we're gonna have a another class for the what do you say for the navigation and all. Like you showed me like org. I'm sorry, I forgot about it. So
Hmm.
I forgot the rest. So we are going to have a separate class for this, or this is the only class, so that I can go back to the recording stage and have a look at it.
This is a very basic thing. These are all nothing I showed. Once you navigate the workday, you can understand it in our training.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Once you after completing, those are all nothing. If you want to see the recording, those are all by practice you can learn. We are discussing that only.
Okay. Okay.
When we are
Thank
discussing creating the organizations, how to find the organizations, we'll discuss. When you're creating companies, how to find companies, we'll discuss. When you're creating reports, how to find reports, we'll discuss. Those are all nothing, simple navigation.
Okay.
Any questions?
One question. Yeah,
Yes,
one question. Are you going to like cover with real time examples? Because like
yep, yep. Yes, yes.
hello.
We'll get the real-time scenarios. We'll discuss and we'll give the your assignments to practice. On project, how you
Yeah,
will get the these are all we'll discuss.
yeah. If we can like practice one simple implementation project, that will give some picture how to implement from starting point to end, and
Yes, yes,
that will be useful, right? Like if
yes,
we
yes.
just practice, we don't know exactly what we are doing. If we give like end to end implementation kind of practice, then we will be in good position.
Yes, yes. We'll take one company and we'll for that company how we can implement. We'll take some sample company tomorrow onwards. We'll do it.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you. Good day. Bye bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
bearing.